Hello everyone, it's Jane Mackenzie from 365 Healthy by Choice. Welcome to Jane's Kitchen, and today we're going to be having a look at how to make sauerkraut, a fermented form of cabbage, but not using vinegar. We're going to only be using salt, which is good for the microbiome, and focusing on how to strengthen the microbiome simply with some cabbage, some turmeric, some caraway seeds, and some salt. As simple as that. And we're going to show you how to make it at probably, you could say, 1/10 of the price of what you pay for it in the shop. But it's more than that, because the value that you have by touching and being with the cabbage and the microorganisms that are already on the cabbage, because food already comes with a microbial cloud on it and around it. These microbes are sensing me, they're sensing my deficiencies, my excesses, and they're going to make a sauerkraut for us that is food as medicine for me. If you go and buy this from the shop at 10 times the price, it's been made by someone else for someone else. So these microbes are highly sensitive, very, very intelligent. I've said before, 90% of me is microbial. 99% of my DNA is microbial, only 1% of my DNA is me. That means I want the beneficial bacteria, fungi, and yeasts imprinting on my DNA. Thanks very much. They can encode my DNA because, after all, I'm 90% microbial anyway, and they will also stop the disencoding of the human DNA. So by genetically modified food, organisms, etc. So very, very important. So what we have here today is our cabbage, absolutely beautiful, made by nature. We are going to now cut the cabbage, and some people will use an electrical shredder. That's also fine. Personally, I like to take a bit of time and patience, and I like to slice the cabbage myself. Now, the thinner you slice it, the quicker your sauerkraut is going to take to ferment, and the quicker you'll be able to eat it. So I don't really like huge big chunks. Also, because I'm using my own hands to massage the cabbage, the very big hard pieces aren't really suitable for my hands, and they just take too long it takes too long to ferment and break down. In fact, it doesn't break down, it's too hard. We want maximum surface area. So thinly shredded cabbage is going to have a much larger surface area than large big chunks, the large bigger chunks of cabbage. So that's useless. We can't do that. So basically what you do, and I'm going to show you a shortened version of how we make the sauerkraut. You can see I'm completely involved in this. I'm loving what I'm doing. And the power of my intention would be to make the healthiest sauerkraut for my body right now, to feed me. And in many instances, these microbes, I believe, are responsible for our intelligence. So we would cut away and get. This is a huge cabbage. This is probably going to fill 2 of these. So you can sort of work that out from the size of a small little cabbage will be a smaller container. And you actually want to fill the container up to the top with cabbage, because you don't want a large air pocket inside, okay? Because that's going to interfere with the fermentation. And in very warm climates, you can have sauerkraut ready for you in 5 days. In cooler climates, it could take a little bit longer. You can always put it near the sun. And I'm going to carry on cutting this and just get ready for part 2.